A huge crowd expected tonight at downtown Monument Circle as we kick off the holiday season with the Circle of Lights presented by IBEW 481.
So we will be watching for Jalea, Chuck, and Felicia tonight as they co-host that big event. We'd also like to see you there. The pre-show on the Circle starts at 5:30 with the main show beginning at 6 p.m. And if you can't make it downtown, watch it right here on Channel 13. And don't forget Richard Goodall from America's Got Talent. He will be performing. Also Josh Kaufman with the Cliff Richie, the Indianapolis Men's Chorus, and many others that you will not want to miss.
That's right, and we'll have a have more on the big event coming up in the half hour. And here's a live look towards Monument Circle. Keep in mind that the stage is on the north end of the circle this year, so you need to enter from the south end or from either side of Market Street.
6 o'clock here on the dot. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Hope you had a great holiday with family and friends yesterday. And if you are heading out shopping today, bundle up. You know, this is when you shop like these kind of days, when you're really into it. You leave the coats in the car so you don't have anything to worry about. You will want those today.
Oh, yes, yes. Bring everything. Heated seats, gloves, scarves, you name it. Yeah. And you'll probably warm up once you get in there and try to run after them deals.
You will. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We will be talking about probably cold air all day long. The doorbuster better be really good if you're going out there this morning because of the cold air for sure.
And windy. That's kind of unusual.
Yeah. That's the one that gets you. It's the wind. We've got wind chills in the teens thanks to some gusts. Guys, up to 25 to 30 miles per hour. So you feel it. Sustained winds are closer to about 15 to 20. Right now we are looking at live Doppler 13. We've had to turn up the sensitivity just a little bit to see some of these tiny snowflakes passing in the breeze with that northwest wind. We've got a couple of them right over the Greenwood area pushing south towards Franklin and Edinburgh, Rushville, Shelbyville. We've had a couple light little snowflakes passing by every once in a while. And that's going to be the story today. We're going to stay on the mostly cloudy side with a couple flurries every once in a while. We just had a front pass on through. Now we're in the freezer all the way through about Monday or Tuesday. Some of us may not hit the freezing mark again until Tuesday. So we've got some cold air coming in. We've had, a stretch like this. Last time we had it was back in February. So it's been a while since we've been this cold for this amount of time. Now we're watching some more light snow showers come in from the north and west. We'll have some on and off today. They should not be impactful, just something to look at as you're rushing from store to store today. We've got heavier lake effect snow bands to the north. We're not going to get those, but if you're heading north towards South Bend, Elkhart, they're going to be getting several inches of snow the next 4 to 8 hours. Our next best chance of snow, especially south of Indianapolis, will be this next clipper system coming in from the Black Hills of South Dakota. We could get a couple inches there towards Vincennes and Jasper, and maybe even a dusting from Bloomington and Bedford. And that includes tomorrow. I think that's when it comes in, tomorrow afternoon and evening. And that's when we have Purdue taking on the Hoosiers. Big game tomorrow at Memorial Stadium. So we'll be watching that real closely. Right now we're in the 20s, but it feels like the teens for many of us. So watch out for that wind chill all morning long. The wind is not really stopping. And later this evening for Circle of Lights, we'll probably have temperatures feeling like about 14 or 15. So we'll be on the chilly side. Make sure you bundle up. We love to see you there. If it's just too cold for you, we're going to be live here on Channel 13. Let's talk about traffic this morning. We had an accident on the west side that has been cleared up. So right now, we're doing pretty good across central Indiana. You're able to get to your destination just fine. This morning, we've been taking a look at some of the cameras to see if we can see a snowflake every once in a while. This is a live look in Westfield. Westfield, you guys have a huge game, state championship on the line against Brownsburg today. You're looking over the home of the Shamrocks at 31 South there at State Route 32. And then this is a live look at I-70. You're going eastbound. I know it got a little blurry here just for a second. You're passing Ronald Reagan. There it goes. You're headed to the airport. Airport's looking good this morning, just a little bit breezy as you're flying out or in of Indianapolis International. We'll take another close look at our flurry chances for the rest of the weekend here in just a little bit.
We'll see you then, Matt. This morning, investigators are taking a closer look at a deadly crash that happened on the city's near northwest side.
This happened around 11 o'clock last night along Lafayette Road near Kessler Boulevard. Police say one man was killed, and this was a single vehicle crash, and he was the only person inside that vehicle. So we are working to get more information from IMPD, so we will keep you posted with any new updates. And one man is accused this morning of setting a woman's car on fire.
And the crazy thing is this was all captured on security video. You can see a man walking up to the car near East Washington Street and South Emerson Avenue. The man then walks up to the car with a bicycle in one hand and a jug in the other. That's when a bright light flashes across the camera, showing the moments that car goes up in flames.
Sierra Vasquez owned that SUV. She says she has no idea why someone would do this to her.
I was just trying to figure out why. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's a clearly a proposed act, and why?
Vasquez says this all happened a little more than a week ago after coming home from work. She says she keeps to herself and looks only after her kids, so now she's without a car. She also has lost some things like baby clothes and toys that were inside that vehicle when it was set on fire. If you have any information about the case, you are asked to call IMPD.
Time is now 6:05. Thousands of Hoosiers in need were fed this Thanksgiving, all because of the Moselle Sanders Thanksgiving Day dinner. For more than 50 years, volunteers packed and loaded thousands of Thanksgiving dinners. It's all in the spirit of the late Reverend Moselle Sanders. His service to the Indianapolis community focused on giving and inspired the holiday meal giveaway. And if you weren't able to get involved this year, don't worry, there's always next year.
Sure. In future years, we're on the website mosellesanders.org. We usually start around October with our volunteer list, so you can go there and check it out. Some people, this is their tradition. They won't eat their food until they serve others food.
More than 1,000 volunteers came together this Thanksgiving to help provide more than 10,000 meals for the community. Wow.
And Thanksgiving is also a day for food and fellowship, not just here in central Indiana, really across the country.
Yeah, a church in Hamilton County did its part to make sure no one is left behind over the holidays. People with St. Louis de Montfort and Fishers have been providing those in need with the holiday meal for over the last decade. They served nearly 300 dinners throughout the day yesterday for anyone looking for a meal. However, they say it's much more than just the food.
You know, let's just forget whatever the differences are that may be out there and just come together. Let's celebrate the day, be with each other, and just try to be family and embrace whoever comes in the door.
The food was prepared by the Good Samaritan Network of Hamilton County.
It is Black Friday, one of the biggest shopping days of the year. Shoppers getting out early to head to the malls and stores that are open and try to get the best deals.
That's right. Our Anna Chalker is live at Greenwood Park Mall, where the doors opened not too long ago. And Anna, are you still finding those good deals?
We are for sure. Hey, gates open on all the shops here inside the mall just a little bit ago. And let me tell you, there were a lot of people here. Remember, I was at JCPenney during 5:30. They told me before we left there, they had 500 people already through within that first hour. So really crazy out there. They ran out of some coupons, but they still have deals. Everyone has deals out here this morning. People are caffeinated. They're warm, ready to go. I'll show you, for example, we're here at American Eagle, and let me tell you, 30 to 50% off everything. I call that a steal for jeans, pants, you name it, shirts, anything. They have that posted everywhere, but really every place has a unique deal to each of their stores. Like here, we've seen more of that 30, 40%, but across the way over here at Victoria's Secret, we have 40% off. And hey, even cooler deal, you get a free blanket with a purchase. I like a good free blanket with a purchase. I will call that a win. Sephora down the way, we know that's one of the more popular, expensive places, especially inside malls. I was looking at some of their weekend gifts. 50% off, and we know that's a really good deal for a lot of the things that you can get inside of those small gifts. Hey, we've seen a lot of people out here this morning. It has been really good. We've actually seen people really shop it within 20 minutes. They're in and out, and they're not even standing in a line because they want to stay in their cars and they want to stay warm. I'll tell you, the busiest place right now, Starbucks. We're going to be heading over there next because we know there's some shoppers getting caffeinated, ready to go. But hey, make sure you all send me your list. I'll make sure that we can get those deals before I come back to the station.
All right, Anna, we'll text it to you right now, so make sure we get everything. So we'll check back in with you soon.
Stay warm.
We are now just hours away from this year's Circle of Lights presented by IBEW 481.
So if you are going downtown to that big show tonight, obviously we've told you how cold it's going to be this week. So bundle up and make sure you get there early. Parking is actually expected to be a little bit more of a challenge because there's so much happening downtown, not just the Circle of Light. And also, we want to remind you the stage this year is on the north side of the Circle, so you can enter this event from either the South Spoke or on either side of Market Street, so not the north side. You can reserve parking ahead of time. This is brilliant. Do this if you can. It's called ParkWiz. It's an app. Spots range from $25 to $55, and some garages we're told are already sold out, especially around Lucas Oil Stadium. So if you can't make it downtown, maybe you want to stay cozy up by the fire, you can watch it right here on Channel 13. Jalea, Chuck, and Felicia are your hosts tonight. It all gets underway at 6 p.m.
Yeah, it should be a great night. And remember, later today, Santa is making his grand entrance at Celebration Crossing over at the State Museum. It's an annual tradition where Santa flies in on a helicopter, welcoming visitors into the museum to see the lights of the museum's Christmas tree. Families can also enjoy the Snowfall Express and other festive activities. Santa arrives in downtown Indy later this morning at 11 o'clock.
He is busy, a busy schedule.
He is getting it done early. Another big event happening downtown gets started later this morning. We're talking about the IHSAA state finals in football.
Yeah, this is why we're talking about it's going to be so busy. So these are happening at Lucas Oil Stadium today and tomorrow. One of the big games to watch tonight is in 6A. Brownsburg is taking on Westfield. Both teams, get this, 12-1. And then in the 4A, undefeated New Powell will play East Noble. So these begin this morning, these games do. So at 11 o'clock is the first game with that 2A championship between Adams Central and Linton Stockton. So we'd have more on all of those games that you'll want to catch because so it's the 11, 3, and 7. So those games happening all day.
And as for tomorrow in Class 1A, North Judson will take on Providence at 11 o'clock. And at 3 p.m. it's the 3A title game between Fort Wayne Bishop Lures and Heritage Hills. And then the final game of the night tomorrow in 5A is Warsaw taking on Decatur Central. Of course, our sports team will have all the scores and highlights for you all throughout the weekend right here on 13 News. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matthew. Two good reasons why the games are at Lucas Oil. First off, it's just cool to play at the home of the Colts. Number two, it's inside with the roof closed because it is cold in downtown Indianapolis. Bundle up as you're headed to Lucas Oil. We'll be in the 20s. We'll try to get to some low 30s, but it's going to be cold. We're going to let you know when to expect some flurries when we're back in 3.